The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun, Fields. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cole Kmet there to make the grab. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Andy Isabella, 74 yards. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the line. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And he's got room. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Browns get a score closer. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it in a wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
They'll try and throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A give to Etienne running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Working with a 2nd and 4. A handoff for Etienne. A nice little juke. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Etienne with it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Rondale Moore there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play. The offense has had its moments, too. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Lucas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lucas. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th. And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Gamble. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. From the 50, here's Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth May, and he's able to get it back here to the 33-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars